Hi, it's Frank Del Rio here with Century 21, and welcome back to How to Sell Your Home by Owner. Today's topic is important legal documents that you need when selling your home. Now, I know it's not the funnest topic. It's not as fun as staging the home or going over the incoming buyer questions and calls. But this is one of the parts of the process that you need to go by. Do you have all the necessary documentation, all the proper paperwork in your possession right now? If you don't worry. I'll provide you with all the documentation that you need, and so that you know and you can learn about, so that when you get someone under contract, a buyer, you'll be prepared, you're going to be educated, and you're going to be protected before signing off on the transaction. I've attached all of the documents that you're going to need to know about. You could use them as a reference for yourself or just use them for your contract. Either way is fine. I'm going to give you a brief rundown of them, but there are many, so any detailed questions that you may have, go ahead and just shoot me an email or drop me a call, and we'll go over it in detail. So the first one I wrote down, the most important, the purchase agreement or sales contract. Now, this has a lot of details that are critical to the closing. It's not all about price. There are so many exit strategies in this contract for the buyers to get out of the deal. So you want to make sure you button that down and you don't allow the buyer to use those exit strategies. Another one is the buyer pre-qualification letter. I'm going to send you an example of what that looks like, proof of funds, what that should look like, the home inspection report. Again, kind of going back to those loopholes, there are so many exit strategies for this buyer, you want to definitely tighten up the inspection part as well. There's a portion that they call request for repairs. It's necessary repair documentation that the buyer can virtually take you into a whole new negotiating segment. Now you're negotiating about the condition of the home. You don't want to go in that direction. Remember, you're selling the home as is. More importantly, you're selling a used home if you're living in it, right? So keep that in mind, and you want to structure your contracts accordingly. So we also have property disclosures and seller questionnaire. This is your portion where you get to disclose to the buyer all the good and bad points about your property so that they are fully aware of what they're getting themselves into. Now, there are some California mandates that we have here regarding disclosures, one of them being specifically, if your home was built prior to 1978, you have to include a lead-based paint disclosure. We also have a water heater and smoke detector compliance form, as well as now, as of July 1st, 2011, a carbon monoxide compliance letter as well. So that there's a detector for carbon monoxide in the property. You have to sign off on that. There are so many other disclosures and documentation, and it's very important that you fill these out correctly when you're selling your home. Whether it be privately or with an agent, you want to fill these out correctly. So I see mistakes that happen all the time where people didn't do this correctly, and it costs them thousands of dollars of their equity. I don't want that to happen to you. So if you have any questions about any of the documentations that I went over with you here verbally, and then the ones that are here in the description, feel free to give me a call or shoot me an email, and I'll fill you in on what needs to be done, what needs to be filled out correctly, and you can get yourself one step closer to having your escrow closed. So I hope you've been enjoying these videos. Thanks for watching. I look forward to the next video I created for you. We're going to have a lot of fun. Have a great day.